I don't know if this is working. We're trying a new setup. I've nearly killed myself about 7 times during this.
I've had to talk you off the ledge.
Before COVID took me, I'm taking myself.
Um,
I, I'm a loss for words of how crap I think this streaming stuff is. It's very annoying, but I'm trying to do this so that I have a good quality microphone here. You can see my brother on the screen there. And
I'm trying to find the link on my phone.
here, everybody. You need to move over a little bit. Let me go to the.
Oh, there we go.
Let me go to the stream. What does it look like?
I've got 2 of me and 1 of you.
Can you guys hear my brother? That's what I need to know. Yeah, there is 2 of you. I don't know why you're up here. There you go. Can you guys hear my brother? That's all I need to know. Because if you can't, then you know what? I'm gonna cancel this. I'm so stressed out trying to set this up. I've spent all day trying to set this up, and it's been the worst.
I've just typed in the chat if they can hear me. Hopefully that's the case. Yes, Chloe can hear me. Let's do this.
Okay. Right, now I'm going to try and not break anything as I move my laptop around or unplug any microphones. Because what we're going to do today is I'm going to turn the screen, because I'm recording this on my laptop, and I'm trying to get a better view for people.
It looks like I'm the main event of this show.
Let me move over. Make sure I've got enough room to work. And I make sure that... Can you see my legs? I'm only in my pants, so I don't want to make sure that
No, you
see my
can't
bare
see the legs. Don't worry.
And is that okay for everybody?
ATM says I wish I couldn't, but I do.
You can?
I think that's in regard to hearing me, probably.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I can see, because I think there's always a slight delay when you're doing YouTube Live, so...
There will be a delay with this because it's recording in such a bloody high quality. Is that a good view? What I want to do eventually is get a nice webcam so I can make a separate view. But is everyone cool with this? Is this okay? This is the best I can do.
Yeah. I think that's all right. And then you can always turn it and stuff like that as your... I think as you go to certain stages of the picture, you could just turn it to then show your progress and then go back to drawing it, if you know what I mean.
It's a thing I do.
Yeah. So just go for that. All right, so this is... Well, I'll let you take it away, obviously, but what I was seeing online is it's a suggestion one, yes?
Yeah, so every Friday what we're going to do is we're going to let you guys choose what I'm going to draw on a sketch card. That sketch card will be available for sale. If you're watching the stream and you want to purchase it, just email or try and catch my brother if you can keep up with that. If someone wants to buy it and claim it first, that's fine. Just send an email to robsonrequest@gmail.com and you will be able to buy it. I can't remember the price of my sketch cards. You'd have to ask my wife. I think she's watching. She can give you the price in the chat.
Because there's a delay, I'm sure we'll have to wait for suggestions to come in.
Yeah.
Chloe says make yourself bigger, but I don't think you can you? Yeah, I don't know why you can't. That is the weirdest thing because
life is a bitch.
You've had the most stressful
day setting this up, and I hate myself, and I hate the world, and I'm ready for a drink. So let's do this. Who do you want me to draw? People of YouTube.
You hanging yourself.
Yeah. That'd be great. I could just do a snapshot of that instead. I wouldn't have to draw anything.
I'll put a filter on it, one of those like art filters. It would look really nice.
Yeah. So, I cannot use the color red, as I've run out of red Copics doing that.
Oh, okay. So that's the first suggestion out. Then we've got Reese Hannigan said draw Kid Flash. That's him out.
Yeah, can't do that. So I've had lots of greens, purples, blues. Actually, I don't have that many blues, but
NTM Comics said draw Spawn.
Spawn?
You got a red logo, or J. Jonah Jameson. That's another
red.
one.
Yeah, red. JJ,
that's
a good one.
You've got Chloe saying that it's £35 for the sketch card. You've got Judge Dredd from TF Hero. There's red in there as well, isn't there?
A little bit. I might be able to get away with that. Well, let's make okay, so we got J. Jonah Jameson, Spawn, Judge Dredd. I'm going to take out Spawn because I know that Red Cape is going to be causing me problems. So J. Jonah, Judge Dredd. Anybody else?
Hobgoblin is a suggestion.
Hobgoblin, that would be awesome.
That would be good. I
Alright,
like
we're
that.
doing Hobgoblin.
All right.
On these streams, I choose the selection.
We've got another one which is the Riddler, just in case you wanted to change it up, and the other one is Chloe said, "What drink you want?" She'll bring you a drink.
A double espresso, please.
Cat says, "Draw Scout."
Scout.
So yeah, we got Riddler, Ghost Rider, Judge Dredd, J. Jonah Jameson, Hobgoblin, Derek. I'm skipping over Spider-Ham just because he drew it the other day, and also he has no red. So yeah, Hobgoblin and Riddler, I would say, are the top ones for me that I would think without red.
Well, I'm going for Hobgoblin. I'm getting up reference now, obviously from Spider-Man the Animated Series, as that's the best Hobgoblin. And that will be the one that I draw. Alright, let's do Hobby Gobby. How does my audio sound? Hello there, all you cool cats and kittens.
That's better that you're closer, because I've just got a text saying that I'm bigger and louder and you're smaller and quieter.
Alright, let me move my mic. Okay, my mic's right in my face now.
Cool. So what, you're going for Hobby? Look at that animated series Hobby. We got another animated series one on the go here. I like
I'm
that.
in such a tiny spot to draw, but I'll do my best.
NTM Comics, he cannot draw a pimple because he doesn't have any red, and pimples are red.
A pimple? Alright, what type of pose should he be doing? I'm going to do like a worm's eye view. So he's looking down on you as he's about to blow you up.
What's some of your favourite Mark Hamill Hobgoblin lines?
I don't know if I know any lines of his as the Hobgoblin.
Well, I know one from our old Villains versus Villains theme tune, which is "You're right on time
for your funeral."
funeral." Love that one, which is basically the Joker. Pimples are white. What type of pimples you getting? I don't think those are pimples. We've got TX history teacher said, "Draw yourself a soulless ginger."
That's
NTN.
still one of the only mean jokes that people feel okay that they can still say.
Well, you've got Cat Dadswell coming to your rescue and saying gingers have souls.
No,
and then
because there's no such thing.
NTM Comics says, "Let's keep it this way. We want to hear Alex, not you. This is his show after all." And Tia Ferrer says, "Dream crossover battle: Judge Dredd versus Cable. Who would win?"
Judge Dredd, because he's way cooler.
I mean, Cable's pretty badass, but yeah, I would say Judge Dredd. I'm very going to be conscious not to swear on this show. I said badass counts as a okay thing to say.
That's fine.
Yeah. Draw the Tiger King fighting the
that would have been amazing. If that came in before, I definitely would have drawn Joey Exotic.
Joey Exotic fighting the Terminator is what's been requested.
Well,
that's
hilarious.
hilarious.
Too much, but... So I'm just drawing Hobgoblin right now. I'm just drawing his nostril. He's got quite a pointy nose, so I'm gonna...
Who's your favourite Spider-Man villain to draw? You've drawn quite a few of them now.
Do you know who I drew recently that I loved was Dr. Octopus?
Hell yeah.
Because,
Love
you know
that.
me, I was always not a huge fan of his, and then after drawing him, I was like, oh, I get it now. So
I know, it's so weird that you've recently become such a big fan of Doc Ock. I'm glad you have.
yeah, as a kid, I never liked him, and now I'm like, he's so cool.
Behind Green Goblin, he's my favourite Spider-Man villain. Oh, Green Day has said Hobgoblin versus Batman. Who laughs? Ooh. Now I've read the Batman Who Laughs. Um,
Oh, I need to give that code away from yesterday. I haven't sent that. I will send that after this stream.
yes, you do. Yeah, I've read the Batman Who Laughs. He would definitely win because he's just evil Batman that's gone insane, and that would beat Hobgoblin any day of the week. I mean, Batman basically lost to him in that story. That was crazy. Whoa, look at those Hobgoblin eyes. That's dope.
Going for it.
He looks crazy. I like that.
He's one crazy gobby.
Aunt May is the best villain.
What, when she tells off Peter and she's frightening in that dream sequence?
Oh yeah. Or when Mysterio pretends to be her in the animated series. Oh no, it's Chameleon, not Mysterio. And what's the line that she says? But she says it in such a creepy way because he turns her into like an old hag, like a toothless hag.
Thank you very much. My delivery service of espresso has arrived. There are some shops still open.
Derek says it's muffin time. I don't know what that means.
Muffin time?
I gotta remember I'm on video. I'm so used to not being on video. I'm like, put my hands on my face and stuff. It's terrible.
Don't put your hands on your face.
Oh, I wash my hands.
And then I wash my hands.
And then I wash my hands. Green Day says Carnage versus the Batman Who Laughs. That's also a good matchup. I still think Batman wins because Batman does win at everything. I'm sorry. It's like,
Batman
you know how you...
Punisher, though.
Batman wins. Don't tell me
Punisher
you think
just
the
shoot
Punisher.
him in the head.
Batman can get shot and live. He's
Not
literally...
through his fucking mouthpiece. Oops, sorry, I swear.
Oh!
Not through his bloody mouthpiece, he can't. It's just bare skin. Look, Punisher with a sniper rifle far away wins every battle.
You think Batman wins?
He's like Mike from Better Call Saul. He's just like,
Okay. Guess what? Batman beats Deadshot every single time. And Deathstroke, which is basically the Punisher. So, not happening.
Yeah, but you know who Punisher beats all the time? Bullseye. So, you know what? I think he knows a thing or two about someone who can aim like that.
Yeah, but Batman's not a Bullseye.
Yeah, but he's not using the same tactics as Bullseye. Or Deadshot.
Agree to disagree. Batman wins at everything, though. You're right on time for your funeral.
It's got those weird, like, almost like lizard
Eyebrows.
top brows.
Yeah.
This kiss. That song is stuck in my head.
NTM agrees with me. He says he's freaking Batman. He will win. Yep.
Yeah, but he's freaking Frank Castle, baby.
Hey, you have such a love for Frank Castle. I was going to say something more crass, but then I was like, I can't say that. So.
What were you going to say?
You have such a hard-on for him.
Wig. What did I say?
You asked me. What were you going to say?
You have such an eggplant emoji. You could have said that.
All right, let's get some questions going in the chat. Everybody, let's start asking questions. You can ask us questions about the podcast and guests we've had on, future episodes. You can ask Will about anything Marvel related that he's worked on, or Image related, or IDW, or anything like that. Obviously, all the properties he's worked on. You can ask us general comic book, pop culture questions, or just questions, like, how was your day? Like, did you have a good day? What did you do?
Tried to set up this live stream. Next.
I had a good day today, actually.
Tell me about your good day, then.
I did a load in the garden. I got some sun.
You put a load in the garden. That's good.
I did. It's all over the shop. But yeah, I cleaned up my garden quite a bit, which is looking much nicer. I was out there for 3 hours, and I was sweating.
Yes. It's a scorcher.
Yeah. I was very hungover this morning because I drank many a margarita during the live stream and after the live stream last night. To the point where I just ate my Chinese delivery, and then I was like, I need to go to bed because I feel like the off switch. It was just, it was it. I was like, I'm done.
Where is the limit? There are no limits.
Okay, let's get into some questions. You've got the only person Batman can't beat is Chuck Norris. That's just more of a fun anecdote than a question, I think. NTM Comics says, thoughts on Todd McFarlane?
Well, I love him, and I also love. He posted an article, or an article was written about him. I saw this morning about his opinion on how to save the comic industry during this time, and I just agreed with him 100%. I guess I can go into what I read.
Yeah, go for it.
So he said, I think that what they should be doing is Marvel, and it's during this time, DC, and he said, and I'll do the same thing. They should be releasing their top 10 titles for free. He's like, they've got the money, trust me, and that will keep the hype going for people during this time. They can get access to free comics and communicate through that, because he said one thing is if you give someone who has a habit of buying monthly comics and you take that away, or anybody with a habit, if you take away them doing it, they might kick that habit and never return. So you got to keep feeding that habit. It was kind of messed up that he was basically calling buying comics a drug habit, but and then he went on to say, and then the way you save the industry later on is you make special events like big time crossovers like Marvel vs DC or Spawn vs Batman, etc., stuff like that. But you make them exclusive just to stores. They're not released digitally. You have to go into a store and buy them. And I thought that was a great idea. Hey, I would pick up Batman fighting Captain America, and if I could only pick it up in a comic book store, I would go out and do that.
Yeah. No, it's I didn't know that. That's some good points, though. We've got Reese Hannigan asking, did you back Todd's Kickstarter?
No, I have no money. That's why I'm doing live streams and begging for drawings.
You Hanty Hero said, since Will has been on my podcast, when can I be on his?
When you're famous.
Wah. I don't even know who he is. Is he worthy of coming on our podcast? His podcast? How dare you, sir? Mm-hmm. Our podcast.
No, he's not.
What time's dinner, Alex? Whenever I'm good and ready. Punisher versus Judge Dredd. Yep, that would be a great fight, but I know that Punisher would win that. I could say that.
I am the law. Bullshit. I am the Punisher.
Mistake Rita. That's what it's been called out of all the margaritas I drank last night. It's a hashtag. It's trending. Green Day said, if Marvel were to let you guys work on any book together as a mini-series, Alex writes and Will draws...
Why am I always just drawing?
Hey, and he says, and co-writes as well. Calm down.
Okay, good.
And what character and what would the story arc be?
For Marvel?
Yes.
Well, who's your favorite Marvel? I think we both love Captain America, right?
Yeah. But we came up with a Spider-Man story once, didn't we?
We did, but then basically the books started doing what we came up with.
Yep. Same with the Retired.
Well, I did pitch a book to Marvel about a Wild West Punisher called A Fistful of Punishment, but that got turned down. But trust me, it was dope.
It was dope. Why don't we just say what the story was? Because that's what we would do. We said, this is the one that we want to do.
Yeah, the reason it got turned down is because, one, I have no, track record of proof that I can actually write comics, which I'm working on. And two, someone else had sort of a right of way of doing Marvel Heroes as, what's it called? Wild West people. I think this eraser just completely ruined this. So hopefully,
it did.
Hopefully this can be salvaged. We'll see when I erase it all.
When I saw you doing that, I was like, is that how he draws? Is that what's supposed to happen?
We'll find out. Let's keep going. No, but let's not talk about that, just in case it happens one day.
Okay. All right. Well, then let's make up one on the spot because I like this
All
question.
right. Well, what character? Let them choose a character.
Okay, you guys, if what's your favorite Marvel character that um, we should write a story and draw a story for? This is a fun question.
This is what all we do is talk about when you walk to work in the morning.
I know it is seriously our daily chat. Well, what used to be our daily chat when I was walking to work. TF Hero said, "Did Chloe receive the PayPal for the Daredevil and Elektra commission?" I assume Chloe can probably answer that
Yes,
question.
she did. I was going to do
Oh,
those today, but I decided to make Friday a open thing, just as switching it up and making it a bit more fun and stuff like that. But yes, I'll be doing your Daredevil and Electras next week on live streams.
cool.
Very much looking forward to doing those because those are two characters I don't get to draw very often.
Um, we've got you Hunty Hero saying Stingray. I used to watch Stingray. Do you remember Stingray? Stingray.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Wolverine. Oh, well, Wolverine's a good character. I feel like a lot has been done for Wolverine, though. It's very hard to do anything more for him.
Also, this is a very tough question just to come up on the spot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we got something else here then. Green Day says, "What would you do as a continuation to the '94 animated series?" Meaning Spidey,
Well, how to
obviously.
finish it off?
Yeah. How to finish it off?
Okay, well we can do that.
We can do that. So, the end of the series is Mary Jane is obviously lost in that portal, and Spidey thinks that he has her back, but it's a water clone of
Oh,
her,
so
which is
weird.
so messed up. Mary Jane is lost still, and Spidey needs to go and find her after he just had the Spider Verse, because that was the last few episodes, the Spider Verse, and there was that like evil Spider Carnage that he had to fight. Um, yeah, so I would think. I mean, I actually know what the end of the start of the next series was going to be, what season 6 was going to look like,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm saving for an episode with you because I know you don't know anything about that.
No idea.
So I'll avoid going into the spoiler territory on that because I want to save that for an episode. But I think what would be really cool with Spider-Man to end it is he's just teamed up with all the Spider-Verse people, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's met all of them. Why not rally them together and it's like, let's find Mary Jane? And then think about all the Spider-Men going
Yeah, because
into
they'd all be
this.
like, "We understand. We all love Mary Jane.
Yeah,
We will come and help you." That's
yeah,
very cool.
that would be great. So I would love to see that on the animated series. In fact, I want to see that more from what I read as what it was supposed to be. So why don't you move? Can you move the camera down or move the piece of paper up? There you go. Yeah, just so you can see more of it.
Sorry, I can't see what the camera is, so yeah, that would help. Thanks.
No worries. Just always think about it needing to be like, I don't know what that length is, but from your phone, maybe like an inch away from your
Is
phone.
this in the way if I put that there? Because that will tell me where it needs to be.
No, that's fine. Have that there. You can only slightly see it. It doesn't take away from it. Um, so yeah, I mean that answers the question really. That's how I would do the animated series end is having them
And he'd
all.
probably team up with Madam Web and stuff, right?
Yeah, and I think it would be great because I loved seeing all the different types of Spider-Men that were from different dimensions. Like basically the uh, the Iron Man version of Spider-Man was great. And I would love to then see their versions of all the other villains. Like I know we saw this like Spider Carnage, which was
Yeah, maybe we could end with a giant battle with all like the villains, different versions in each universe, and they're all
yeah,
fighting them.
yeah,
All
that
for
would
the
be
love
really
of Mary Jane. That sounds great.
yeah. Okay, cool. All right, that
And at
answers
the
that
end,
one.
she's got to say like, "Face it, tigers, you all just hit the jackpot."
um. Okay, so and what if now I'm thinking about it? What if someone's Mary Jane in the universe is a villain? What if it's like their version of Doc Ock or something like that? That'd be cool.
Yeah, that could be. That definitely could be. Yep.
Okay, we got here? We got TF Hero said, "You the man, Will." Yanta Hero said, "Bob the Hydra agent." I can't remember what that's in reference to. It's probably something you were chatting about. But you drew Bob the Hydra agent, didn't you?
I did, yep.
Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Oh, I think Bob the Hydra agent was suggestions about characters that we should write stories for Marvel. And then Green Day says they team up together to fight Norman in that weird portal place to get MJ back. Yeah, definitely. I mean, actually, Norman's stuck in that portal as well. That's where Norman ends up because Harry becomes the Green Goblin and he's like being.
I don't remember any of this.
Well, we'll get to it. TF Hero says, actually, forget the Marvel stuff. You two think on that Batman versus James Bond story. Do you know what? I was talking about that this morning. I was like, I mean, it's so cool. And and I got you the man, Alex. Well, thanks, NTM Comics. You're my new favorite YouTuber. How's Hobby coming? Looking pretty crazy. He looks like he's about to ask you if you want to do something crazy, like, you guys want to smoke some crack?
Whoa. It's like, I stole a bunch of crack and that's great.
That Chappelle thing on Netflix was great to watch.
Yeah.
That tribute to him and going through stuff. And some of the people doing that stand-up. It was basically like a roast, wasn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, not just an honor. Because some people were very serious as well.
Yeah, they were. Like, Bradley Cooper came out and he was like, "For real, bro, I love you, bro." And I was like, "Are you going to say anything funny?"
And that made me think, like, how many Hollywood people are up there that you just never would expect to be friends? Like Bradley Cooper and Dave Chappelle.
I did think that as well. I did think that was weird. Green Day, are you talking about Bradley Cooper in there? Because he says, or he looks like he was just given endless breadsticks at Olive Garden. Because I thought Bradley Cooper looked a little husky.
No, I think he's talking about the sketch.
Oh, that makes more sense. That's where my brain went. I'm glad I've got you to monitor the chat and do my job.
So I'm doing a different inking technique today. I'm just trying to ink full inks instead of doing that separate line stuff. And so far the results seem to be way better. I'm doing more of a sketchy ink look, so I'm just trying it out. That's why today was a sort of test day, because I want to try and obviously keep improving, keep getting better, and produce better artwork.
Well, yeah. Got to stay in practice. You prefer Hobgoblin over Green Goblin, don't you?
Big time.
Yeah. I'm more of a Green Goblin gal myself.
I'm more of a Green Goblin gal myself.
Yeah. Green's my color.
I had huge hay fever this morning when I woke up.
Huge. I think that's going around. Lots of sneezing happening. I went to the park today, man, and so many people were sitting on blankets and just like having a picnic and chilling, and I'm like, this is not your daily exercise. Like, I was there walking the dog, and there were so many people just like scattered around. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, me and my wife, we went out in just for a car ride, just because we're trying to run the car once a week, and I saw loads of people out as well. I wanted to lean out the window with a bell and go, shame.
I know, I wanted to say something at one point, and then there was some woman like walking around drinking a Corona as well, and I was like, really? And
what's wrong with that? She likes Coronas.
I know, but I just thought it was comical. But she's walking around, and my dog like started to go near her, And she got all panicky, and she's like, I just don't like big dogs. And I called my dog over, and then I was thinking, then don't go to a dog park.
Yeah, and the amount of people that say that I don't like dogs in your dog park is ridiculous.
It's crazy. I'm like, go away then.
They're just like, I didn't know it was a dog park. I thought it was just a park.
I wanted to say, and I don't like people that break the self-isolating rule, but here we are.
But you didn't.
No, I didn't. NTM Comics asking, why does Will hold the pen weird?
Do I?
Oh, you do? What is going on there?
It's just to make it so it's steady. It's sturdy. Everyone holds a pen differently.
You've got like a crab claw going on.
Yeah. Make fun of my crab claw boy.
Will, how long have you been playing guitar for? And Alex, do you play any instruments?
I used to be in a band, and I would say I'm better at guitar than I am at art. And I don't know, I've been playing guitar since I was
I started
12,
when I was...
so that was 17 years ago.
Yeah, because I started when I was 15 and you're
There you
3 years younger. Yeah, and I play guitar as well, but not as well as Will can. It was one of those things where I would want to do something and then he would apply way more effort and time and produce far better. It's like art as well. It's like, I like to draw.
All I remember is you came over and you just bought a guitar and you were with your friend Brian Loughnane and you were trying to learn the Dave Matthews intro to All Along the Watchtower. And I remember watching you guys really trying to get it down. And then after a while, I think you got it and you left. And I picked up the guitar and I did it immediately because I was been watching it. I was like, oh, I can do this. And then that's when I started getting into it. And
yeah, I do like the way you play.
And then I got real deep into, inspirations of blues and guitarists and stuff. It's funny because I look back on it now, like I used to love the blues. And that was basically just my version of emo music then. Like, why do women not find me attractive even though I have this gigantic ginger afro and I'm really overweight and I'm trying to grow a beard but it looks terrible and I don't shower enough and why?
Ain't that a shame?
I smoke a lot of weed. I don't understand why the women don't like me.
You'd be like Eric Cartman and find the equivalent of you in female form, just this like fat, spotty, like angry girl. But yours would be just really laid back and smoke a lot of weed and like the blues.
I know, if I was dating myself back then, I'd be like, you're a waste of life. Like, do something.
You're a waste of life. NTM Comics has asked,
Alex,
Alex,
want to watch a Tarantino movie with the DVD commentary on? It's like, no one wants to do that with you.
NTM says, Alex, what would you have done if you didn't like Will's art? Well, to be honest, I've always you've asked for my constructive criticism, which I provide.
Honestly, I don't really like his art.
So there's points where I'm like, I don't like this and don't like that, but his art as a whole, I don't know. I think
if I was on the stands, you wouldn't like me if you didn't know me, which is totally fine.
Not necessarily, because
in comic book art.
Yeah, but I love McFarlane and Capullo art, which is obviously two big influences for you.
Yeah.
So, and I like cartoony style. I don't like it too bubbly, but
the thing is like I know I'm very cartoony, but in my head, all I'm trying to do is just draw like Greg Capullo.
That's actually really not true as well, because that cover for the Great Lakes Avengers, that one where they're in the diner, when I saw that, and when I read that comic, I forgot that you were drawing it. I just started enjoying the story and the artwork, and the flow was excellent.
That Spider-Man Deadpool cover I drew where you're like, have you seen this cover? It's really good. And I was like, yeah, that's my cover. And you were like, oh, well.
Yeah, so you saying if I wasn't related to you, I wouldn't pick up your comics. I don't think that's true. Apparently, you need to speak into the mic. You're really quiet.
It's right in front of my face. I don't know how much closer I can get. I maybe next time I need to check the levels of my mic or something.
Yeah, I think so. So I don't know what I would have done if I didn't like you. I think I would have just said, I'm really happy for you that you're in Marvel, but I don't like your art. I think I would have just said something like that. And I still would have wanted
I don't mind if you don't like my art. It's totally fine.
This is the question. I do like your art, so don't worry.
I'm not worried.
I love how I just created a slight family thing going on, NTM says.
What are the colours of this boy? That's quite.
Apparently, NTM says I can hear Will perfectly. So I don't know.
So whoever said they couldn't hear me, shut up.
That's your wife that said that.
My wife said that. Oh.
Yeah.
I've got to go. She's deaf anyway.
Huh?
What? Potato? Huh? Right, we've inked it up.
You salvaged it. It looks good.
Yeah, I was fine. I was able to erase that stuff. So basically today, I think with these test days, basically what I'm doing is just trying new methods. I'm producing the same stuff and seeing what works. Are you there?
Yeah. I'm watching you color it in because I haven't watched you. I know I was on the Spider-Man stream last night, but
You were drunk.
for that, for one, I wasn't going to say that, but yes. But I haven't seen your. I like your Hobgoblin a lot, man.
Thank you.
I like that almost utility belt going across.
Yeah.
It's cool. So Mitch Gibbs said Will should draw Chrysler and Crime. Little baby Chrysler and little baby Crime. And then
I guess that new episode's out then.
Yeah. I'm glad that you stay on top of things. By the way, can I just say, I got a notification today. It said, Will Robson started following you on Instagram on the Spider-Man, the Animated Series podcast page. And I was like, wow.
Well, that was my wife that did that since she's taken over my social media.
I mean, unbelievable. And then you're like, I guess that episode's out then. It is, oh, man.
Look, I live my own life.
Yes, but you're part of something that could then get to an even bigger audience. Like there's people in the chat right now that are from our podcast and can then in turn give you more followers, which then in turn will make you more popular.
Well, tell it to my wife. She runs my social media.
I know. Well, she's not happy with you. She said, "Oh dear, William. Wow."
William.
So,
uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm screwed.
Green Day has asked, who do you think Mark Hamill should play in the MCU? I think he'd make an awesome Doc Ock. I do agree with it. He'd make a good Doc Ock, but I remember from a past episode that you and I had, and this is before Jake Gyllenhaal was cast as Mysterio, we thought that Mark Hamill would be a great Mysterio.
Did we?
We did. I'm glad that your goldfish memory is it's partially remembered that. Did we?
Yeah, what?
But I think Mark Hamill, because, you know, a lot of people know who he is within the pop culture world, but outside of that, you say the name Mark Hamill, usually people don't know, and then you go, oh, the guy from Star Wars, and they're like, oh, okay. And Mysterio's kind of like, he's not a failed actor, he's a failed stuntman, but I think it would have been fun to incorporate that sort of
we said Bruce Campbell for the role.
No, we said because he was supposed to be that in the Sam Raimi ones. In Spider-Man 4, he was Mysterio coming in to the police station. No, we said Mark Hamill is Mysterio.
Okay.
And also, think about his Joker evil voice behind that bowl head. Like, how great would Mysterio's voice be if he had that sort of menacing tone? So, yeah, I think Mark Hamill would make a great Mysterio. Doc Ock is still a solid choice. I can see him as Doc Ock as well. And actually, he's more of the age to be Doc Ock than he is Mysterio, but I ain't no ageist. I say someone's taking out their rubbish outside. I've got my window open because it's warm here.
Yeah, I do as well.
Get back indoors.
Man, I love drawing Hobgoblin.
Yeah, I'm digging your hobby. Hobby.
So hobby.
How's everyone that's watching? What are their long Easter weekend plans? I know there's not much you can get up to, but is anybody doing anything fun? I'm planning a couple barbecues. I got
I'm having
coal
a
today.
barbecue tomorrow. My coal arrived.
Oh, nice.
Woof.
What's your doggo barking about?
That's not my dog. My dog don't bark like that.
Oh, right.
That's the black
Green Day.
lab next door.
Green Day also said, I think Tom Hanks would also be an awesome Doc Connors.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I could see him as the lizard.
Eat the bite to eat. That's my Tom Hanks. Eat the bite to eat.
Mitch Gibbs says it's his birthday tomorrow.
Oh, happy tomorrow birthday, Mitchy.
That would be early birthday.
Happy early birthday, Mitchy Poo.
Mitchy Boo. Oh, I hope you get up to something fun, Mitch, with whatever you can do.
He's like, I don't give a fuck. I mean, damn it.
Oh, that's twice now. I haven't sworn. I've been very conscious. I've done well. Man, people on my street just being noisy.
The people on my street are being noisy.
You channeling a Mark Hamill version of was it Frank Gerson's The Riddler? Is it Frank Gershon? I think the 66 Riddler, at least. I would actually, you know what? I've got 66 on Blu-ray. I haven't watched Batman 66 in so long, and I feel like when it's the summer, because it reminds me of being at the farm. Do you remember when we used to watch a bunch of those episodes? Oh, I really fancy watching an episode of that show tonight. I'm going to watch some of that tonight.
Well, I hope whoever you're staying with enjoys that too.
Yeah, it'll be alright.
NTM
NTM
be able to watch anything you want.
Pretty great. NTM says, gonna finish school, then draw my comic for 6 hours. I got to watch a church live stream in about 6 hours, which is at 7 o'clock. Then gonna draw my comic until like 2 a.m.
Nice.
Wow.
That's the mentality I like to hear.
Yeah, dedication. Well done. Good luck with that, and I hope that goes well. And also, great that you're utilizing your time like that to hone some creativity and to harness your skills.
Get to it.
Green Day says, I'm currently editing a video to surprise my sister since she won't get a senior night this year, closing the university down since COVID, and I'm making myself some lasagna for Easter. Nice. Very nice.
I'm having a calzone tonight, so that's what's for supper.
Very good, mate. Then tomorrow, NTM says, I'll draw all day, and then Sunday watch the service and eat food. Sounds like a good plan. You should probably eat food every day, though, not just Sunday, but yeah. It's a good plan.
Good joke.
It's a good joke.
I'm laughing at your joke. Hey,
does he have a purple utility belt going across his chest?
In this picture, he does.
He does? You got me doing the Frank Gerson's Riddler now.
He's got a purple belt.
I did enjoy your Quentin Tarantino impression. For anyone that listened to our latest episode, your Tarantino impression was so much fun, especially with James Bond. He's like, okay, so you're James Bond, right?
So you're the Hobgoblin, right? Okay, and Spider-Man's after you real hard. So you're going to fly on your little thingy, and you're going to chuck pumpkin bombs at him. And as you chuck them, Al Green's going to be playing in the background.
It's always Al Green.
And then there's going to be a zoom in on your feet, okay? And people are going to see your gross goblin feet. And I'm going to wank to it.
Oh, what would Tarantino's Spider-Man film look like?
Well, it would start with Al Green.
What would that song be?
Um, Spider-Man. Oh
So,
yeah.
something like Web of Lies or something like Web of Deceit.
Web of lies and deceit.
Okay, so out of all the people that he always casts, who could we cast in that Tarantino Spider-Man film? So he always uses Sam Jackson. So I can see Sam Jackson as JJ right off the bat.
Yeah, Robbie Robinson.
Oh no, he would be so much better as JJ. Can you
He would
imagine
be.
him? He would be a great
Get
JJ in
me those
Tarantino.
mother bitches of Spider-Man.
Move! Get out of my office! Okay, so we've got Sam Jackson as JJ. We've got Leo. He uses Leo a lot now, doesn't he?
Yeah,
So I mean, Leo was supposed to be Spider-Man, James Cameron's movie.
James Cameron.
I'm James Cameron.
Din, 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 din.
My name is James Cameron.
Many James, any James, any guy.
I'd still make Leo like an older Spider-Man. I think that would work. Because does Tarantino have anybody that's like young that he uses a lot?
Kevin Smith's daughter.
Yeah, but not for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I would have Leo as Spider-Man, and I would have Margot Robbie as Gwen Stacy. That'd be fun. Just keep him in
the
this.
Black Cat.
Or as a Black Cat. Yes, I like that even more. And then who else we got? We got Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt. Who could Brad Pitt be? Harry Osborn, maybe, with Leo?
Why are they all so old?
Because he uses them all the time. Just let's make them of age. Like, I don't care. This is just fun what if. Travolta as Norman Osborn. I love it, Green Day. That's a great suggestion. Oh my god, I'm the Green Goblin.
Oh my god, he would go like balls to the wall with that.
Yeah, you would. Um, I'm trying to think of more people now because well, there's Tim Roth. He uses Tim Roth all the time, so Tim Roth would be.
He's already in the Marvel universe.
Oh, of course, he was in the Incredible Hulk. Yeah, but this is like Tarantino's own Spider-Man, right? I thought you'd be more into this right now. You're not as into this.
No, because they're all too old.
Yeah, but just think about them as the right age then, like in a fantasy version.
Nah, I'm not into it.
Okay. Well, next question then. Uncle Rizzo says, was watching your vids on getting your own art style and was wondering what you guys thought of Art Adams and Michael Golden.
Well,
once you clean up after what you've just done.
I love them both near and dear because I mean they both inspired a lot of Todd McFarlane's art style, a lot of Todd Knox's art style, and J. Scott Campbell. So they're top boys. I mean, Art Adams, he's untouchable. He's a freaking legend. He's so good.
Yeah, I do love Art Adams as well.
Just the amount of detail that man puts in the stuff. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, lately I think I've put a lot more Art Adams into my arts. I'm like an Art Adams if Art Adams was too lazy to like do all the rendering basically. And Michael Golden, I mean, he's the man. Beautiful. His Batman, can't beat that.
Why don't I? So I know the name Art Adams and I know his art, but I'm not familiar with Michael Golden.
If you just Google Michael Golden and look at pictures, you'll go, oh, that guy.
Let's do it right now.
He inspired Todd McFarlane a lot. I think Kevin Smith used to have a poster of Michael Golden Batman on his wall.
Nothing's popping out at me that I instantly recognize. Looks a bit Frank Miller at points, like some of his art. Let me type in Michael Golden Batman. Is there any significant storylines that he worked on?
It's just like he draws the gigantic cape and his face in the darkness a lot. He's I would say He's one of the best Batman artists of all time.
I don't see a gigantic. I mean, I see his Batman right now.
There's
I
a
don't see
picture
a.
of like Joker on like I think it's a catwalk or something.
Did he do all the covers for Nightfall,
I don't know.
the series where Bane broke
I know
his
the
back?
series. I don't know if he did the covers though.
Oh, shut up. Okay. Siri, I did not ask you a question. I said series.
You made Syria, man.
Yeah, what's the problem with that?
Nothing. I just didn't know you did that.
It's like my Jarvis.
Oh, right. So that's why.
Yep. My Google Home also calls me Batman. It's pretty cool. Green Day, oh my god, it'd be even more sexualized than Cameron's version in referring to the Tarantino Spider-Man. He said Travolta's Norman. Yep, Brad Pitt as Thomas Wayne Batman.
No.
Yeah, I can't see that. I see someone like the guy who played the comedian in the Watchmen film. I see him as Thomas Wayne Batman.
Negan?
Yes, Negan. Thank you. I can see him as a Thomas Wayne, definitely.
He's played Thomas Wayne.
Oh, of course he has. Of course he has. But I see him as that Thomas Wayne Batman, though, from the Flashpoint.
Yeah, I agree.
That'd be great. Green Day says, my series is a man too, exactly because Jarvis as well.
So, you guys love The Vision?
Do I love The Vision?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like The Vision from the comics. Well, specifically that The Vision's story by Tom King. I'm not the biggest fan of The Vision in the films, but I'm super excited to see The Vision in the Scarlet Witch Vision show on Disney Plus. Whenever that, I think that's coming out this year. As long as nothing's been delayed with that. So yeah, I think The Vision's fairly cool. But I just like Paul Bettany as Jarvis.
That Vision Tom King book is amazing.
Yes, it is. As I said, that's my.
I agree. The Vision, like, it's not like him himself is like the standout thing.
No,
why that's good.
I really like Paul Bettany as Jarvis. Like, I think I just watched Iron Man 1 and 2 the other day, and his just as Jarvis, I was like, man, I miss Jarvis because he's got Friday now, and it's that actress from Boardwalk Empire. I can't remember her name. She's Irish.
Oh yeah.
And she does a great job.
She's in Harry Potter. She's the ghost of Ravenclaw or something like that.
Oh yeah, you're right. She is. Green Day also says Christoph Waltz as Doc Ock for Tarantino Spidey. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
Spider-Man.
I tickle you with my tentacles. I like that. Especially with, I can see him in those round sunglasses or goggles. Yeah. I actually like Christoph Waltz as Doc Ock.
He's a bit too skinny.
So he packs on some pounds. Who cares? You can do that.
Fat Christoph Waltz.
Yeah.
You won't be waltzing no more.
Christoph crawls. Tia Piro's asked, what is your dream crossover? I think Batman James Bond was a great one.
Yeah. I would love to. Do you remember that story I told you I came up with of it was Terminator crossed over with Predator, and the reason that they made the Terminator look like Arnold Schwarzenegger because he was the only human to ever beat that alien, and that's why he was modeled after it.
But I forgot you came up with that story.
And then the whole story is like an old man.
Was it Butch? Dutch, thank you, Butch.
Coming out and taking on the invasion of the Terminators and Predator at the same time. And then I think RoboCop was in it as well.
Yeah, and doesn't Dutch team up with the Predator to take on the Terminators?
Yes, he does, yes.
Oh my god, I love this story.
The Predators come because they're like, we hunt the ultimate hunters, and right now the Terminators are the ultimate hunters. But and I think we made them. They're a bit scared of them at first because they look like Arnold, and they know, hey, that guy can kill you.
Oh, I love this story so much.
Yeah, I want to do that.
That sounds great.
So I should write comics.
We've got NTM says, I'm starting my own band with myself as lead guitarist, rhythm guitarist, bass, and drums. Nice. I don't know what to call my band. Any ideas? And also, by the way, we've got Green Day who said, ooh, Spider-Man, that's a bingo.
Smythe and the Smythettes.
So I'm starting my own band with myself as lead guitar, rhythm guitar, bass, and drums. I don't know what to call myself. Is the name Going Solo taken? Maybe call the band Loneliness? Or call the band Anybody Want to Join?
Anybody want a peanut?
Green Day said BJ Novak was in Glorious Bastards. Maybe he's Tarantino Spidey age-wise. I still think he's too old. Do you know
he's
BJ?
40 now.
Yeah, you know who BJ Novak is, obviously, from The Office. Yeah.
He's the same age as the actor who plays Jim.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're the same age.
Oh, no kidding. NTM Comics says, that's a cool name. I'm going to do that. Thanks. I don't know which one. I gave you a load of names. We both did.
Smite and the Smitettes.
Hobby's looking good.
Thank you.
I like that slight bit
of... You like it more than the other ones because you keep commenting on it.
Yeah, well, I've never seen your hobby before.
I've tried Hobgoblin a couple times before.
I like that slight bit of blue in the corner as well. You did a good job with the shading on the purple. I like it.
Thank you.
TF Hero said, "Who would you?"
It's for sale.
Actually, before I get to that question, so funny because obviously I did the social distancing with our dad today when I took the dog for a walk.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, I wouldn't mind a commission." He's like, "I'd buy one off of him."
I know he told me that on the phone. I was like, "Oh no, just I'm good."
Well, and he's like, I was chatting with the other rallies, and they all want one as well. So he's like, he can make an easy 600, 700 quid. I was like, do you know the price of his commissions? Chloe's hearing this right now, and she's like, cha-ching, hit him up.
Yeah. We're broke.
But I was like, if you want, you have to request what you want. He's like, well, I don't know. And I was like, but that's the whole point of a commission. You request something. So TF Hero. So actually, before I get to that, NTM Comics says Solo is the name of the band if it's not taken. Cool. And TF Hero said, who would you cast to play Hush?
Ooh, John Hamm.
I thought he was our Superman, wasn't he?
Well, he's my Batman overall, I think. No,
because our Batman is oh God, he's in Sin City 2. I don't know why that's the first thing that.
Yeah, he's Thanos, but your choices for like people's roles is crazy.
Why? But that's been our Batman.
Josh Brolin. No, I'm not saying your choices. I'm saying your choice for saying what movie they're in. Like, Negan, most popular character by Jeffrey Dean Morgan or whatever his name is, and you're just like, hey, did you ever see The Watchmen? He played the comedian.
He's in that loads though.
Yeah, no one likes that movie.
I like that movie. I think that was a good adaptation as a whole. I think that holds up. Do people in the chat like the Watchmen film by Zack Snyder or hate it? I'd like to know. Oh, Solo is taken. I figured. Green Green Day said, I had a band for school talent shows. One year I tried to sing and play guitar. Let's say I decided to stick with only guitar. The next year, my buddies and I played an instrumental song. Our band name was We Don't Sing.
That's good.
John Hamm is Two-Face, TF Hero said. Yeah, John Hamm would make a pretty good Two-Face.
No, not crazy enough.
Well, I don't know, like crazy in the sense I can see him as the animated series Two-Face, easy. That Harvey Dent isn't crazy. He's
I don't know. He needs something's missing there for. He's
yeah, I don't
Bruce
know.
Wayne, bud. Think of John. He's freaking Don Draper.
What, over Josh Brolin? You think?
Josh Brolin for I would like Josh Brolin for the Dark Knight Returns, definitely.
I think Josh Brolin and John Hamm are the same age, no?
Yeah, probably. I think Josh Brolin's probably a little bit older.
Okay. NTM Comics says he hated Watchmen. And Green Day said, I enjoyed the director's cut of Watchmen. I like the director's cut as well. There's some good stuff in there. But I don't know. I like that movie. I thought it was well adapted. It was well cast. The guy who played Rorschach was brilliant.
They changed the whole ending, which was like the whole point of the story.
The only thing they changed was not having the tentacle monster.
Yeah,
He's still...
That's the whole reason why the world bands together, because of a massive alien invasion.
Did you haven't watched the HBO series, have you? That was supposed to be very... I watched the first couple episodes and I did enjoy it, but I do admit it didn't keep me completely gripped enough.
I watch it because it's one of those books where I'm like, that was fine. I don't need any more content from that story.
Yeah, it is supposed to be very good though with some of the things. And they stick to the comic version of this universe where it's obviously in the future where what's going on with these characters now, but it is from the comics. Like there was a squid monster thing and all of that. It's not, yeah. And Jeremy Irons plays
Ozymandias, right?
Ozymandias, yeah. And that's great casting because Jeremy Irons is just I love Jeremy Irons so much. NTM Comics said, should I read Watchmen? I never did it because there were so many words. Absolutely read it. Please. You've got the time now. Do it.
Okay. I think we got a sketch card.
That's looking great, man. I really like that. I dig your hobby. Hold it closer and for longer. Let's get that right in the light like that. Yeah, that's looking good.
If anybody would like to buy it, it's £35. Please.
You gonna sign it?
Robson. Yeah, I sign everything. That will be if you email at robsonrequest@gmail.com. Whether you're watching this live or if you're watching it afterwards, it is available for sale. So thanks everybody for choosing the character of what we should draw today. I think that was really fun. I think I'll definitely do that again.
Yeah, well, do it every Friday, as you said.
I will definitely do it every Friday. I might actually ink a little bit more wrinkles on his face. So do you want to ask a question to win a free comic book?
You're asking me to ask the question?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. I wish you would have reminded me. I want to do it Spider-Man the Animated Series related again, if that's all right.
That's fine. Well, I did draw another thing from Spider-Man the Animated Series.
You did, yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. I've got the question. NTM asks, what's £35 in dollars? I think that's like almost $40.
$50 or something like that? Maybe a bit less.
No, it's less than that.
No,
You will die!
If you type it into Google, like, you'll get...
It is $43.67.
There you go. So just call that 45. Well, I gotta post it.
That's true. Okay, so... My question. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Is everybody ready?
So,
here we go.
What we're doing right now is my brother's gonna ask a question. Spelling does count. You have to get the right spelling done. Whoever answers the question correctly will win the digital download code for this comic. This is issue 1 of Peter Porker, The Spectacular Spider-Ham, which is the most recent series I did for Marvel. So if you answer this question right, please email me at robsonrequest@gmail.com, and in 24 hours you will receive your free digital edition code, where I believe you can get from marvel.com. I will send a picture which gives you all the details to download that free issue.
Cool. Okay. Shall I ask?
Go ahead.
Okay, the question of the day to win the prize is Spider-Man the Animated Series related. The theme song, the title theme song to Spider-Man the Animated Series.
Oh, this is going to be tough.
Name the guitarist who wrote the theme tune and what band he played for.
Everyone's just going to Google now because no one just knows that off by heart.
I've told you this so many times.
I know.
This is why
I know who it is.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm not playing the game. I drew the bloody comic.
I thought you were like saying it's tough because you didn't know the answer. Okay, cool. To be honest, there's a lot of listeners that are on this stream, so I'm just gonna wait and look at the chat. Oh, Mitch Gibbs has said the right answer, but what band, Mitch Gibbs? Oh, I'm going to give that Green Day. I appreciate that, but as Mitch Gibbs chimed in first, even though he gave the second part just moments after, you basically gave it at the same time, and I know Green Day won yesterday, and it is tied up, but Mitch Gibbs chimed in first, so I'm going to say Mitch Gibbs wins. It is Joe Perry from Aerosmith.
There you go.
So well done, Mitch Gibbs. NTM Comics said Joseph Perry of Aerosmith. A bit late, but I like how you tried to use the full name.
Perry. Someone clearly looked that up. I believe the artist was Joseph Perry.
Well done, Mitch Gibbs. You're going to be given a free comic.
Yep. So please, Mitch, if you could, email me at robsonrequest@gmail.com, and in 24 hours, I should send you that code.
Amazing. And good sport, Green Day, for saying I won last night. Mitch deserves it. Much appreciated.
And I'm getting away with this. Now we're cooking.
What's going on?
Well, I'm bringing a bit of Art Adams rendering into it now.
Bring up to the screen. Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Like little ticky marks.
Little ticky ticks. Mitch Gibbs, happy birthday to me. That's right. It's his birthday gift.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah. NTM Comics says that's what came up in Google was Joseph Perry.
I believe the artist was Joseph Perry.
Oh, that was fun. I keep on forgetting I'm on camera. I've like scratched my nose loads. I've hunched a couple times in this. Oh. I'm not used to this. I'm used to being audio only.
I'm just wrapping this up.
Wrap it up. I want to go make dinner.
Okay. All right, I'm done. There we go. Now it's even better.
Hold it closer. Oh, I like the tiki ticks on the hoodie.
Yeah, tickies. A little bit of Art Adams work there. All right.
Well, once again, just remind everybody, it is £35, and that's $45. And where can they request to purchase that?
RobsonRequest@gmail.com.
Oh, it's you. Hi.
Hello. So, is the quality been good on the stream? Has everything worked out all right? Because it was a bitch to set up, let me tell you that.
I mean, I don't know if it's weird having me bigger, but, you know, it would be great if the whole screen was you drawing and then I was in the top corner. Yep. But I know, yeah, I know that's easier said than done.
That'd be great. I'd love that.
I'll see you next time.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody. I will see you Monday for a new stream. I don't know if my brother will be on. It might be my wife on, but she won't show her face. But she'll be answering all your questions and stuff like that. Monday, I'll probably be doing the Rogue and Gambit that I have as a commission that someone's booked in. It's an Ink Rogue and Gambit from the 90s. I'll be doing that. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And I go on the YouTubes and I end the stream. You can see it. And